Hey, everybody. I have a very dear friend of mine in New York back with us. It's Erika Wasser. She runs Prospr software, but she's been a spa owner. She is so keyed into our industry, and she has something very cool she wants to show us today. Hello, my good friend. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
You know, every time I think of you, I think about how much I miss eating deli in New York. Don't take that the wrong way, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
We have good deli in Palm Springs, but it's not New York City.
that's true. I used to really love matzo ball soup and potato latkes when I was a kid. And my grandma told me if I that was all I would eat was matzo ball soup. And she's like, you're gonna end up looking like a matzo ball. And so you just
which you don't.
no, I don't.
But by the way, I wonder if grandma's recipe is the cure to the Wuhan coronavirus. What do you think?
Most definitely.
Oh, I would totally agree with that. Okay, no, we don't have a lot of time today. As you know, everyone that I've sent to you says, oh my God, how come I didn't know Erika and I didn't know Prospr software? But go ahead and go into your ditty, and I can't wait to get down to the COVID screen. So have at it.
Cool. So Prosper really came from all of the people management headaches that we all know exist in our industry because we are a group of lovable crazies from
True.
front desk all the way to the top sometimes. And managing people is really challenging, especially in our industry where your service providers and your front desk and your employees are your business. Right there, that's it. So making sure that they're informed, making sure that they are functional is really important, which was the original promise of Prospr, which we'll talk about very briefly. But now it's really about how do we keep the people that we love so much safe? How do we confidently get our teams back to work? And what can we do? What tools can we use to confidently get our customers back in the door? Right? Because the big question every person's going to have is, why should I feel safe coming back? What are you doing as a business owner to make sure that both your team is safe and compliant and that I am a customer feel confident in the safety protocols that you are taking? And so that is now launched in Prospr Safety.
Good. And Erika, I just got off the phone. I did a reopening video with John Quarles at Brown Spa Palace in Denver. That's exactly what he said. It's the safety issue so that staff wants to come back to work. Go ahead.
Yeah. So typically Prospr is a management tool because we know that managing people looks and feels like this. But the truth of the matter is that your employees aren't satisfied either, right? They want one connection point to the company. And especially in our spa salon customer set, they've seen huge success using Prospr as a one-stop shop dashboard and app for both their people management and their employees. This was actually one of our customers' workflows before using Prospr, and it's actually a national spa chain. They're using Service Pro and Zendesk for ticketing, Excel for scheduling, Facebook groups, phone trees, and SMS for shift coverage, Slack for communication, but they weren't paying for it, so that all of the liabilities still exist. Wisetail and Classroom for training, ADP for payroll, Jostle for communication, and email for big service.
My God, Erika, I don't have a lot of hair left. That makes me want to pull the rest of it out. Are you serious? Someone was you. How do you teach people all those different programs?
Well, and they don't. So what ends up happening, and I'm sure everybody who's watching this knows, your employees basically say, I don't think so, right? Because they are artists or they are massage therapists, and they're really more about their craft than they are about the operational pieces that keep your doors open. And trying to put round pegs into square holes within our industry really just falls on deaf ears. But putting it into one simple platform that was built for us and for the tech savviness or lack thereof of our industry really solves a lot of that issue.
Yeah, keep it simple. It's really critical.
Yep. So we cover scheduling, communication, facilities, and training, which is really all your employees need to know. And now we are introducing Prospr Safety. So part of these state mandates, depending on the state, but the entire country is actually being urged to health check your employees every single day before they come to work. On Prospr, you deliver this to your employees up to an hour before the start of the shift. It's a completely customizable checklist. So if tomorrow the regulation changes, great, go in, change the question, update it, right? You're not stuck. It delivers in-app. They choose, I have none of these symptoms, you can choose a fillable form, right? If you want people to take their temperatures, everything is trackable, which is the most important for your compliance, for your insurance, and to cover your you know what. Because there will be lawsuits because we still live in America.
Unfortunately, there's already attorneys out there who have started this process. It's horrible.
Disgusting.
Erika, this works with both phone platforms, correct?
Android, iOS, and a web browser. So
and a web browser, okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's in English and Spanish.
Wonderful.
The choices are completely customizable. And if an employee says, actually, I do have symptoms, or my brother came into my house the other night and he was exposed, your leadership and ownership get both an SMS text and or email saying there has been a problematic survey response. So you're able to get in front of it up to an hour before they ever come into the workplace and potentially infect the rest of your team, create an exposure problem, or create a health and safety issue.
Oh my God, Erika, how timely is this?
Well, that was sort of the point.
I get it, but and a good point. But at least you came out with something right now. I'm not clear. I've seen it on other software programs that anyone's added a safety portion.
This doesn't exist. We built it because Prospr was fortunate enough to be able to help some of the large-scale field hospitals like Miami Beach Convention Center and Baltimore Convention Center to operate through COVID. And so we actually learned firsthand the regulation because we've been working with businesses that are essential and have stayed open through all of this. And now as we look for the spa and salon community to come back to work, we know how important this is. And we're taking what was best practice for municipalities and bringing it to our industry.
Wow, perfect. I have a quick question before you go on. Is there I would imagine they want to, but is there a staff requirement? Does it have to say in a job description or something that you have to download this app and be available, et cetera?
So because this is how you communicate, it's how you do your chat, it's how they find their schedule and find coverage and swap shifts. We've seen within 1 week, 100% employee adoption and engagement within our industry.
I would imagine. All right, go ahead.
So happy to have a tool. You can create entire in-app resources of all your new safety protocol, all your new procedure, everything that your team needs to know so they can feel like you're being proactive in what is the future going to look like for them as an employee in your workplace, and have them e-sign it in the app. So it's completely contactless distribution of how you guys are going to move forward as a team. Not only that, all of these resources live inside the app. So when it's time for them to actually come back, or maybe they forgot something or they want to, recall, everything lives in one place for them in their own phone. And for you as an employer, you get to sleep at night saying, hey, I know that I delivered this information because I have a read receipt and an entire e-signature list of everybody who saw it, signed it, said they understood it.
Well, and I can't see this not going forward being a huge part of how managers and owners need to communicate with their staff. People, no one's going to pick up the phone and go, I don't feel good today, right?
And if they do, we'll get there. But
I'm jumping the gun. All right.
You're jumping the gun. One of the other big pieces is contact tracing will be put onto the employer. On Prospr, you're able to very seamlessly say, okay, Allan called me and he said he's not feeling well. He just got a positive COVID test. What day did he work? Filter by location, if you're running a multi-unit spa, team, and down to the specific rooms that Allan was scheduled to.
Wow, that's great detail.
Yep. You're able to see everything that Allan touched and any potential exposure risk. You can communicate with compliance. So for big information, bulletins, very simple, seamless. Your team can emoji, ask questions. You can one-on-one chat. You can create custom groups or chat by team. And what's great about our chat is that SMS is an absolute legal nightmare. The liability that people do not understand by talking to your employees or even your managers via text is beyond. On Prospr, everything is owned by the company. So if there's ever a time where you come to us and you say, hey, I need to pull a chat record from May 20th in which we told the team, like, if you're not feeling well, you don't need to find your own coverage. And someone goes, right, you're able to pull that out, and there it is. If your team, hold on one second.
Holding, I hear it. Sounds like there's a band outside on the street.
No, it's a random man in the backyard with a lawnmower. I don't know who he is, and I don't know who hired him.
Well, you have the data, right? They can come to you and get the back data as needed.
Correct. And
Perfect.
if your team needs to find their own coverage because they go, oh, it's overnight, I'm not feeling well. So many of our team members honestly come to work sick, not obviously with COVID, but in the past, because they couldn't find coverage. Now they'll simply put their shift up. We will automatically SMS text everyone who is not already scheduled, not going into overtime, and fits that exact skill set. So we would, right, if you have a group of deep tissue masseuses, we'll only allow a deep tissue masseuse to pick up that shift.
Perfect.
They simply pick it up, done. Right, and all of the pieces that you're going to need to, right, when your customer says, hi, what are you doing? You can say, well, we're delivering a daily health check where an employee self-reports every single day, every single shift. We're contact tracing and identifying any issues. We're giving our team seamless ways to communicate and call out. We've created a digital communication strategy and channel to share information, and we've built out all of these resources in our new safety protocol and procedure that we've put in the palm of our employees' hands so that it always stays top of mind. There is nothing that can fall through the cracks. And we've distributed this while everyone's dispersed in a contactless way.
Erika, I love it. When you think about the things that relate to, I mean, we're in the touch business. We tell people, come and take your clothes off and let me work on your body. So it's the issue of trust and safety. And you've kind of nailed both of these things with the addition into the Prospr app here. You know,
we want to see people back at work.
Right.
We want to see people back in spas. We want to see people getting their hair done. And we want to see them all safe, right? We want to do all of this in a way that, you know, is still keeping in mind the situation that we're in as a society. And so we want to provide the industry tools that will help them to succeed and to get back to work with compliance, with confidence for both themselves as an owner, for their employees, as service providers, and as consumers that really need a massage.
I love that. Don't we know, right? Anyone who listens to my videos have heard me say a ton of times, the minute the place up the street opens here, I'm going to be the first guy through the door. That's right after I get my nails done, because I can't tell you what they look like after. I know after 10 weeks of me working on them, I'm not very good at it. You know. Any last points you want to cover?
Anyone in the spa salon industry that is looking to get this up and running, we do all of the heavy lifting. We have your entire team up and running within, you know, a couple of hours. You can contact me directly, and if you're part of the association, we'll waive any setup fees for you.
Wonderful.
And we'll do white glove service completely gratis for the first 12 months.
I love it. God bless you, Erika. Thank you so much. I'm going to put your contact screen on the info on the front and the back of the video. So people will pick it up whether they, that's the right info right there, right? Okay, very good. All right, I'll make sure that people get it as well too.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Always good hearing from you. See you soon.
Always great to see you. Bye, Allan.